Hi. So today we talk about what is Techno Funda analysis. There is an age-old debate going on technical analysis versus fundamental analysis. What if I tell you that we can mix it together to create a lot of outperformance? So what do we do in this? Basically, we start off with screening for sourcing of ideas. Now this could come from various fundamental parameters. You could be running screens, filters, as well as quarterly results. It could be scan slim. It could be various approaches to looking at stocks which are interesting. Then there could be alternative approaches which could be looking at insider trading data, bulk deals, some investor buying and various other things. Now this creates a bucket of stocks and sectors which look interesting. Now next is what is technical analysis. This is where we go through price volumes, chart patterns and various basic things here. And in this, what are we wanting to look at in terms of technical analysis? The bucket list comes here. Now which of these ideas are actually confirming chart pattern breakouts, which is where price action is coming, which is where relative strength is there, and that is the place where you want to be. So that is the second part. Then going forward, what we realize is across market cycles, the best way to actually get outperformance is to be in the right sectors. So let me explain it, what happened over the last 2-3 years. We saw COVID, markets fell by 30-40%. The worst hit sectors were which? Banks, hotels, autos, etc. But cut to June 2020, we started seeing what? The beneficiaries. Which were the beneficiaries? IT, pharma, a little bit of FMCG. Now what is interesting? In this period of time, IT and pharma went back to pre-COVID prices really fast, showing clear leadership. Now what happens post that? IT stocks do really well. We talk about digitization, etc. And after a long period of time, IT as a sector does outperformance. So you get those hints when you look at relative strength between IT and the Nifty. Then cut to 2022, we've gone through 1, 2, 3 waves of COVID. Suddenly, in that period of time, the cases are topping out across various cities of the world. Cases top out somewhere in start of 2022 in Bombay. And in that period of time, what happens? Diagnostic stocks, which were also a beneficiary, pharma stocks, which are a beneficiary, start correcting. IT also starts topping. So what is the market telling you? That COVID is possibly getting over. Now if COVID is getting over, which should be beneficiaries logically? It has to be hotels, banks, autos. Then what do you see now? A lot of hotel stocks start making 52-week highs. Now the problem is hotels is not shown as a sector on any of the exchanges. So what we do? We create an equivweight index or a price weighted index of all hotel stocks. Suddenly we realize this whole equivweight index is making new 52-week highs, even 15-year highs. For example, Indian Hotels was at 150 rupees in 2006-2007. It crossed 150-200 in 2021-22. So clearly an outperformance is seen. So this is where we use mixture of basic common sense plus technical analysis. Then what happens? Even global hotel stocks, travel, hospitality stocks start doing well. And we saw huge outperformance in the opening up theme. Cut to June 2022, what has happened? The Nifty has corrected to 15,500, but the Bank Nifty has come down to 32,500 to 33,000. What was pre-COVID? Nifty was at 12,000, 12,400. The Bank Nifty was at 32,500. So there is still a lot of underperformance because Nifty has gone from 12,000 to 15,500 even after such a correction from 18,500 levels. So basically, the Bank Nifty is at an equivalent of 12,000. Now, basic common sense, 35% of the Nifty is banks and financials. So it was at a stage, IT is done, pharma is done. So where should the leadership come from? So it is like main nahi to kaun be? Who's left to actually take leadership? Banks. What happens post that? Bank stocks start showing relative strength. Basic Nifty to Bank Nifty ratio charts starts showing that Bank Nifty is outperforming the Nifty. What happens over the next 3-4 months? Banks have taken leadership, as you see. We've seen autos do well. So this is how we combine basic fundamentals, basic common sense, and wait for confirmations on technical analysis. So this is the approach which we call as Techno Funda analysis, wherein source ideas from various places, confirm it on technicals. Now, to understand this whole process, I have created a course called Techno Funda Analysis with Upsurge.club, which is where I take you step by step to make this a very simple step-by-step process to actually find outperforming sectors across market cycles. A very simple old example I'll end with. In 2021, ITC was a meme stock. Back in 2013, the same stock was the largest weight in the Nifty. What happened in 2022? When the prices as well as a lot of other common sense like FII shareholding changing, increasing from being reducing started happening, ITC becomes a performing stock. So how do you find these changes is what we are looking out for. So if you are interested in learning this, do join the course.